Biker kicks dog, doesn't know it belongs to Jason Statham. The sun was setting over the winding streets of Los Angeles. Outside a small cafe on Melrose, two English bulldogs were tied to a bike rack, panting after a run. Their owner had stepped inside for a quick espresso. Then came Rick, a burly, tattooed biker in a leather vest and scuffed boots. He spotted the dogs, smirked, and muttered, "Lazy mutts." Looking around to make sure no one was watching, he gave one dog a light kick, making it yelp. The other barked. Rick laughed. "Toughen up, little guys." A cold voice cut through the air behind him. "You've got 5 seconds to apologize." Rick turned, grin vanishing. Standing there was Jason Statham, action star, martial artist, and very protective dog dad. Rick tried to play it cool. "Just a joke, mate. No harm done." Jason set his coffee on the table and rolled his shoulders. "Tell you what," he said, stepping closer. "I'll show you a joke. See if you're still laughing." Rick backed up, hands raised. "Hey, it wasn't personal. Just a harmless kick." Jason didn't need to throw a punch. His presence said enough. Bystanders started filming. Some recognized Jason. Others just watched the drama unfold. "You've got 2 choices," Jason said. "Apologize to the dogs or regret being born." Swallowing his pride, Rick crouched and muttered an apology. Jason leaned in, stared, and said, "Good boy. Now jog off before I change my mind." Rick scrambled to his motorcycle and sped away. Jason scratched behind his dog's ears and sipped his coffee. "What a muppet," he muttered. "Just another day in Hollywood." Rick's bike screeched around the corner. Heart pounding, he couldn't believe his luck. Of all the dogs in LA, he picked Jason Statham's. At a grimy gas station, he splashed water on his face. Just an actor, he told himself. Actors don't throw real punches, right? But that look Jason gave him, it wasn't acting. Meanwhile, Jason clipped the leashes to his belt, finished his coffee, and walked off. A small crowd was still whispering. "Come on, lads," he said to the dogs. "Let's go for round 2. I've got a feeling that clown isn't far." He was right. Back home, Jason sent the cafe security footage to his old friend, Detective Collins, a fellow Brit in the LAPD and a dog lover. The next day, Rick entered his regular biker bar, trying to forget. His buddies were laughing until one called out, "Oi, Rick, you kicked Statham's dogs?" The room went silent. Before Rick could answer, the door swung open. Jason Statham walked in. No crew, no entourage, just him. Black t-shirt, steel stare, and the bulldogs at his side. He stopped in front of Rick, removed his sunglasses. "Thought I'd come for that second apology. You know, the sincere one." Rick knelt on the dirty floor, apologized, and even promised to donate to a shelter. Jason cracked a smile. "See? That wasn't so hard." He turned to the bartender. "2 pints on me, for the dogs." He whistled for his companions and left the bar a legend. Days later, Rick was still shaken. Sitting in his apartment, beer and bike bags felt empty. The yelp, the bark, Jason's stare, it all echoed in his mind. One night, Rick rode to the local animal shelter. The grizzled manager, Martha, raised an eyebrow. "Lose your dog, tough guy?" Rick scratched his neck. "Not exactly. Came to volunteer." And he did. Walking dogs, cleaning kennels, learning to care. His heart softened. One evening, while walking rescue dogs through an alley, he heard a shout. A mugger was cornering an old man. Rick didn't hesitate. He charged, chasing the thief away. The man dusted off his coat. "Funny," he said. "You again?" It was Jason Statham. Rick stood stunned. Of all the alleys in LA. Jason looked down at the rescue pups wagging beside Rick. You've been busy. Rick nodded. Trying to fix things. Jason offered a hand. Looks like you already started. They shook hands. The past was forgiven. From then on, Rick became the unofficial protector of strays, and Jason gained a dog-walking buddy. The bulldogs didn't mind, as long as the treats kept coming. One evening, while Rick walked dogs through the park, his phone buzzed. It was Jason. You busy? Just walking some dogs. What's up? Jason paused. Need your help. A few dogs are trapped in an abandoned building downtown. Place is crawling with squatters. I've got a plan, but I need backup. Rick chuckled. You sure you want me? I'm the guy who kicked dogs, remember? Jason's tone turned serious. This isn't about the past. It's about doing the right thing. I know you've changed. Rick didn't hesitate. I'm in. They met near the building, moonlight casting long shadows. Jason checked his phone. We go in fast and quiet. I'll handle security, you handle the rest. Rick adjusted his vest. Always wanted to be the good guy. They slipped inside. The place reeked of mildew, sweat, and fear. In a back room, a dozen dogs were locked up, barking and shaking. Before they could reach them, a group of men stepped from the shadows. Who the hell are you? One growled. Jason didn't answer. One jab to the throat dropped the guy. Rick tackled the next. Together, they took down the rest with brutal efficiency. Rick grabbed keys, unlocked the room. The doms rushed out, tails wagging. Jason knelt, scratching a bulldog's ear. Good boy, Rick smirked. You've got a soft spot. Jason shrugged. They remind me people can change. Like you. Rick nodded. There was a quiet understanding. This wasn't just about dogs. It was about redemption. Sirens wailed in the distance. Time to go, Jason said. Rick gave a thumbs up. The dogs followed them out. As they drove away in Jason's SUV, Rick knew this wouldn't be the last time they teamed up. From that night on, Jason Statham and Rick, ex-biker turned stray dog savior, became an unstoppable team.